All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back. Welcome back to Thunder League. My name is Michael Swoom, and I did just replace the Orange Doom for the position as the host right beside Sean, also known as Post RK, also known as the guy with way too many accolades.
Okay, now I think it's gonna be my new accolade, a man with too many accolades. I should keep that on my resume. I
That is
guess.
quite a collection you have there now.
Yeah.
Sean, what can you tell me about the upcoming match?
Oh man! First off, if you don't mind, I wanna say a few words about the previous match because it was that damn good. Arcade of Russia facing off against GOF Ukraine, getting totally annihilated by Ukrainians there. Oh my god, that was nuts. I mean, if anybody from Thunder League knows how to play Eastern Europe, it's GOF, man. It's GOF. It's where it's at. And they did some really crazy stuff with a bunch of aircraft there. Wow, absolutely amazing. Now it's Dynamight of Poland versus Cube of the US. And you know what? Dynamite got the first pick. Guess what map they picked?
Oh, come on.
Oh, yes. Guess what map, Mike? That your
Polish
favorite.
team coming to Poland. Now,
Dzień dobry.
Dynamite and Cube might actually be very evenly matched teams. I'm not really betting my money on either team, but the pressure is definitely on Cube. Here's the thing. Cube and Poltergeist are currently tied for, well, not exactly tied, but you get the meaning. They have the same points for the 8th place, which means if Cube can win this match, they get an advantage over Poltergeist and might just make it to the playoffs, whilst Poltergeist stays at home and, well, enjoys the rest of the tournament besides Akai victory in the corner of fail.
Yeah, well, this is the chance for Cube to stay in the tournament. This is the chance, but it looks like it's going to be ultimately it's depending on who's going to lose the next one because frankly, Cube is a decent team. It's but just take a look at the stats, man. You know, stats say it all. 7 games, 2 wins, 5 losses, standing at 6 points, facing off against the team from Poland, Dynamite. 5 games, only a single loss, and 12 points. So that's like twice the points, of Cube right now.
You know, it seems like this match was restarted. It could be that one of the players could not. Yes, it seems like one of the players from Dynamite could not connect. So, in the meantime, whilst we wait for the player from Dynamite to be able to reconnect, let me update you guys on some stuff. We have reached today the $30,000 prize pool, which means all dog tag owners are going to get access to the all-new free-for-all deathmatch tournament. Well, as Orange just said, and as I said in the first match, if you ever had problems with your team just not being up to scratch and you're just ripping the hairs out of your head because you were relying too much on your team and they just let you down, this is the emote for you. You can now finally show everyone that you are the best guy around. Or, well, eat your own words and realize that you are not that good of a player as you think you are.
Yeah, definitely so. Definitely so. Okay. How's it gonna end? How's it gonna end for Cube? Because,
Sean,
frankly, it's going to be such a hard battle for him. Yeah, go ahead, Mike.
I think we have giveaways coming up during this match as well, don't we? Zerba Claus has been added during the entire stream so far.
Zerba Claus has gone insane officially. He's crazy. We keep him in a cage now because he's trying to give away like every single gift we have, and we're running out of them, and the servers can't keep up. Because he's got this crazy giveaway button. He's pressing like nuts, and yeah, every time we try and take this button away from him, he bites. So yeah, now he's in the cage, but we still can't get a hold of that button. So giveaways are gonna go like crazy.
You know, Zerba is like the Russian version of Oprah Winfrey. You get a giveaway. You get a giveaway. Everybody gets a giveaway.
That's the funny thing. He's not Russian.
Oh yeah, that's true. He is indeed not Russian.
No, he's well. I mean, I'm not gonna say where he's from because I'm not really sure if he wants me to say it because that's personal info. But whatever. But he's a Slav. Yeah, I can say he's a Slav. Not Russian though. So let's just say a generic Eastern European kind of crazy Oprah Winfrey type, if that's even a thing. But whatever. So just stay away from the cage. Stay away from the cage, or he's gonna press that button again.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, don't forget, if you want to take part in these giveaways, you have to go to Warthunder.pro, click on the Streams tab, and be logged in with your in-game account. You do not have to have the stream running. You can go back to Twitch, pause the stream over on the Pro channel, and go back to Twitch and chat with us, guys. But you have to be logged in, and you have to keep the tab open. Now, the prizes you can win are contained in a trophy, which will be unlocked on your in-game account, and you can win one of the following amazing prizes. We have Silverline boosters, research points, 3 days of premium account, 100 Golden Eagles, and a rare chance to win one of the following unique vehicles. B49 E7, which is a German premium, M24 Sheffield APCR runs, which is not a premium but a rare tank, and that's an awesome camo scheme. We have the B51A Mustang, which is an even awesomer camo scheme, and it seems like to be a premium as well. We have the Russian premium version of the Panther, known as the Panther T5, or nicknamed by the lovely Twitch chat, the Panther Television. And finally, the tank I still don't have. After so many days. It's been over 2 weeks and I still don't have the RBT5 with 250 kilogram rockets.
Mike's so desperate. I mean, he was so desperate to make a video about RBT5. He actually had to bribe me so that I would, since I own it, so that I would play with him. So he can record some footage. You know, I had to pay me a lot of money so that I would show him that tank.
I had to bribe him in vodka and Warhammer figurines.
Yes, they're not figurines, they're miniatures and models. You don't call them figurines. Figurines that you gotta call the anime department, which I'm not a part of. So yeah, they're models and miniatures. Seriously, like, don't ever tell a wargamer these are figurines, you know. Wargamers get or call them toy soldiers. I mean, yes, I mean among wargamers you can talk about this. Yeah, you can call them toy soldiers, but if you're not from the crowd, you know, it's just no. Don't say it. Don't say it. Okay, a little off topic there. I apologize for this. Now, going back to battle. Still, Cube is going for the rush. Apparently not. What is Kreifel doing in the middle? Is he like trying to stop an inevitable advance from Dynamite or something? I don't get it. What's going on? Nobody's capping anything.
I'm seeing a massive chaos in the air now. Nervous from Dynamite is actually just advancing here. He's trying to cut off the spawn from Cube. In the meantime, Cube has sent 2 tanks over to the B cap, and I gotta say, Cube was one of the only teams that ever takes out a Panzer 470. A German tank destroyer, which is actually quite good, but it is a tank destroyer, meaning it is not very good up close. But this map on Poland is pretty much perfect for this little tank. As long as he can get himself hold down on the B flag, he's pretty good. But they have to capture the B flag first.
Yeah.
And it seems like Dynamite is going for the A flag, which means it is going to be a hard one for Cube.
Yep. Yeah, Panzer 470 has to be one of the you know, the smallest vehicles out here in Thunder League. I mean, if not the smallest. It's actually smaller than an Ostwind.
It might very well be. It's a very stealthy little tank. Of course, it doesn't really matter in this game mode because once this is RB flight models and tank models, you still get name markers over the enemy tanks.
Yeah, that's true. Now, Flying Sofa, we remember that guy. I can say 2 things about him. He knows how to fly that grocery store SM-75B, that Italian bomber. And he definitely knows how to drive that Ostwind and use it to deadly effect. You know, what is Cube doing? Why are they not capping it? I mean, they're so much closer than Dynamite.
I am not sure. Dynamite is completely surrounding them here. Dynamite have A. They are about to capture C as well, and if Cube doesn't pay attention, they're going to lose B as well, which is going to be a triple cap.
Yeah, very true. And now, across the pond, Dynamite capped Alpha, but they're not sitting on it. I'm serious. They're not sitting on it.
They're going for a defensive. Did you see at the start of the match? They sent Nervous just way up, and look at this now. They're about to flank Comet Cat here. Nervous in the front, Camel is coming from back. Nervous takes a shot there, but bounces, and Comet Cat is down. Comet Cat is down.
Dynamite got the town taken over. That's it. They're capping Charlie. They got Alpha. They don't. You know what? they don't need to care about Bravo anymore. I mean, well, at least the cap point itself, right? As long as they can prevent Cube from providing any kind of sensible support from across the pond there.
And they might very well do so, because Cube is still holed up on that B flag. Harospice is the only one in any position here to do anything, but he's all alone at T-34. And he still has this wide open field to cross. He can't really make it across without getting shot at, so... Dynamite just completely holding off the city. It's like the Berlin Wall, but on Poland.
Okay.
Then again, you gotta give it to Dynamite. This is pretty much their home territory, isn't it?
That's exactly true. Okay, watch out for the crazed, caged man known as Zerbaclaus. He's doing another giveaway. Keep your eyes peeled at the bottom of the screen. Your name might be there among the winners. Now, make sure you're logged in at Warthunder.pro with your in-game account and got the streams page open. You can watch us on Twitch and use the chat there if you want. Just keep that page open. You're eligible to win. Now, if you got a dog tag, you got a 50% more chance to win, as long as in addition to getting instant rewards from stretch goals when locked so far.
Now, this is unconfirmed, but I'm pretty sure you can actually increase your chances by praying to the almighty Godzilla.
Yes. Well, sacrifices to Godzilla are, yeah, they help. They do help.
Ideally, you want to sacrifice something small, something like an M22 Locust. Just a tiny little tank.
That's right. You can sacrifice cabbage because snails love cabbage, and it also works. So you take a cabbage and you stab it with a knife a bunch of times. That's it. It's sacrificed.
Or just paint your tank green. That should work as well.
Yeah.
Now, Sean, this is going very, very bad for Cube here. Not only do they have no presence in the city, they are also about to lose VCAP. Flying Sofa in the Osmond is the only one holding off this onslaught from Dynamite guys, and he just got taken out, which means
it's a triple cap.
Win is going for the VCAP and going to initiate the triple cap. And look at the team lists. Remember what I said during the first match. Domino effect. The more tanks you lose, the more tanks you're going to lose. And Cube is already down 3 players.
That's very true.
That's pretty much hopeless for Cube here. I don't know exactly what they are doing, but they are not playing to the strengths here. Okay, we gotta give it to them. Dynamite is on their home turf. Let's be honest here. Polish team on Poland. Yeah, this is kind of predictable, but still. Cube cannot afford to lose. Cube has the advantage right now. If they win this game, they gain a massive advantage over Poltergeist in terms of points. So if they lose this one, they're basically at 0 again.
Yep. And down to just 3 active vehicles for Cube. Wow, that was quick. It's only an 8th minute. Attiloides on a G6. Danger Close and Tiger E. That's the first time I've seen this guy, by the way. Devil 85 and T25. Yeah, looks like they had they changed the roster a bit.
That might be the reason why, because what we've seen so far during this tournament is it isn't just down to having good players. You have to have the chemistry between your team. You have to communicate and keep each other safe. And this is the only problem that Archive Victory especially have.
Yeah.
The players themselves are good. They're probably better than me. But
well, yeah, they're not bad by any means. No. Individually, they're good, but they're like a herd of cats. And I mean, have you ever seen a herd of cats? It's non-existent because cats, they don't get along too well, So, and herd of cats is basically just a group of creatures that does where every single creature does its own thing, right? So it's nuts. It's not helping anyone.
Indeed, now we have a dogfight between Jimmy Jazz and Ateliottis. And, some heavy hits there. Now, Jimmy Jazz does have some rockets equipped, but he takes Ateliottis down. Now, does he still have rockets here? It might not even matter. Danger Close is now the only player left alive on Cube, and he's cowering behind this windmill here. Given he is in a Tiger E, and he's pretty much in his territory here. I mean, Tiger E, long range. This is exactly what the Tiger E is made for. But still, they're not going to win this game by any means.
Yep. Now, danger close. The Chiloides, the only 2 guys left on the ground, both in Tigerese, and frankly, not doing too good. Look at Devil. Devil and T-44 all the way up there between their 2 spawns.
Devil doesn't care. He's just going for the Zerg rush here.
Yeah. He doesn't care for real.
This is pretty much over for Cube. At least this first match, it's over for Cube. Now, they still have the chance. They can still turn the next couple of matches around. And let's not be too harsh on them. Cube is from America, Dynamight is from Poland. This is a Polish map, so this is the home turf of Dynamight. But Cube can definitely not afford to lose many more games. They have to get these points, or they might not even make it to the playoffs.
Yep.
Remember, we currently have 10 teams in this Thunder League, and only top 8 are getting into the playoffs.
And, you know, well, judging from the current standings that we have, it's going to be, well, Akai Victory is definitely not making it to the playoffs with 8 games and no wins and 0 points.
It is physically impossible for them. We already did the maths.
And now, yeah, it's going to be either Poltergeist or Cube, depending on who's going to lose more. Because I don't really see them winning much. Facing off against likes of Duradler, Arcade Esports, GOF, Dynamite, Dislike, Think, and Verve. And yeah, so it's going to be either or. And I'm actually very, very interested to see how that's going to play out. Now, chat's asking, is it possible to convert to Gaijism? It's hard. Yeah, so yeah, I'm the chief priest of the Gaijin religion. So if you want to convert, you just got to make a donation. You know, just so tell me in the private message. We'll figure it out somehow, and then I can bless you. So you know, it's all gonna work out.
Of course, Sean is not going to take any of the money for himself. He's going to put it into the mighty church of the mighty Godzilla.
That's right. You know, we need a lot of cabbage because we save every single snail we come across, and we got a snail shelter. Okay, we got a bunch of snail doctors. They save snails from inevitable death on the streets. So yeah, we're doing a good thing. You know, very pleasing for the eyes of the almighty Godzilla. Now, back onto the match. It's 1-0. Dynamite leading so far. What's the next map? Now it's Cube's pick. What's their favorite map, by the way?
I'm actually not quite sure, to be honest. There isn't really any American map in Warthunder. Well, because maybe there wasn't really a tank battle going on the American mainland during World War II.
No. The only actual combat on the U.S. territory was the battle for Pearl Harbor. That's it. And it wasn't really a battle. It wasn't really. It was a massacre. So yeah.
No, I'm guessing actually Berlin might be one of your favorite maps.
Might be.
But we'll see what these teams are going to take. And it seems like we're going on Normandy. Yes, Normandy, one of the major points in history for the US forces, actually. The famous landing of Normandy, D-Day, Omaha Beach. Now, ladies and gentlemen, if you just tuned in, welcome to Thunder League. These sexy voices you are hearing are belonging to Sean, the official voice of the Warthunder tutorials, and myself, Mike Goes Boom. And you are watching the match between Dynamite and Cube, the first match of this new year and the last match of today.
That's very true. This is day 13 of Thunder League. Guys, we're going to have 3 more days of the group stage, and then we're moving on to playoffs.
Indeed, up until the 5th of January, we're still going to see these matches between these esports teams in the group stage to see, well, how the teams are going to position themselves in the later playoffs and which team is actually going to the playoffs. At the moment, it's a very close call between Cube and Poltergeist. They're both kind of hanging around the 8th place.
True. Now, guys, if you're interested in joining Thunder League, now is actually a good time to start practicing because we're going to have Season 2 this year. Later on, much later this year, but now it's the time. You know, if you want to make, like, well, something like a professional esports team for Warthunder, you got to start practicing immediately. And you actually you might just make it to season 2, yeah.
It might just be easier to join one of the existing teams, given that these teams have been playing for years now. They've proven themselves. They raced through the divisions. They've played in previous tournaments. I'm guessing it's going to take some time if you want to create a completely new squadron. But if you join one of these teams, if you are good enough, you might make it to the esports list.
Yeah, that's very true. Well, to be honest, I'd like to see more teams coming in. You know, completely new faces, new names, and new tactics, new approaches to combat. I'd like to see more of this. But yeah, actually, the sensible thing to do would be to join an existing crew and learn stuff from them.
But you have to be damn good, trust me.
Yeah, you got to be very good.
Now, let's see what we are seeing here. So far, Cube has taken their home flag on B. Dynamight, interestingly, didn't go for C just yet. It seems like they're sending Tunaroski over there. And again, A flag right in the middle of the city, completely unoccupied. Now it seems to me like Santa Zerba is going at it again. Zerba Claus is going with yet another giveaway. Make sure you're logged in on Warthunder.pro and are on the streams page. You don't have to have the stream running, you just have to be on the streams page, logged in with your in-game account.
Seriously, somebody has to take away that button from him. He's gonna bleed us dry with those giveaways. Too many giveaways, my god.
Is there really, I think, has too many giveaways? I mean, giveaways are not. Everybody likes free stuff. This is like second and third Christmas.
That's very true. That's very true. Yeah, we're going totally overboard with these things, but this is so cool. Yeah, we're giving away a lot of premium vehicles, you know, premium accounts, Lions, Golden Eagles, whatever, everything that's in the book we're giving away.
I still haven't got my RBT5. I carry every team.
Yeah, but you can watch me drive it though if you want, you know. Any day, man. Just call me.
Screw you, Sean. Screw you.
Now, okay, going back to Normandy. So far, teams evenly matched, 1 point each. Actually, Cube's leading with tickets a little bit.
They are leading with tickets,
by a quarter.
But not in terms of deaths. They already have 5 deaths on the counter, which means, well, they can't really afford to lose too many tanks here. We've seen this before. This was the reason they lost in Poland. Lose too many tanks, and you lose the game.
Now, Poland, actually a very beautiful country. Well, 2 of my favorite writers hail from Poland. That's Janusz Leon Wisniewski and ENG Sapkowski. So, one guy is the author of a Witcher series, Sapkowski, and then another guy who's, well, whatever. Anyway, Poland, love Poland, that's great. So, now going back, what's this? Looks like Dynamight is pushing Cube out of the town. Well, Polacks are at it again. They're pushing Americans out of here.
They're going with a very strong flank here, but at the same time, look at Comet Cat coming over from the beach. Peekaboo might be in trouble in a bit. It's all down to Cube to create some flanking lines, because at the moment they're just way too compressed. We've seen what happens before. If you put too many tanks in one spot, it's not going to work out for you. We saw especially with the Kai Victory on the other side of this very map. They had 3 tanks in the same corner and it just didn't work out for them. It's not even the danger of bombs, it's just that if you compress your entire team to a single sector of the map, you can't really have flanking going on, and you leave yourself open to be flanked yourself. Oh, Peekaboo is in trouble here. He has Devil 85 in the front and Comet Cat coming from behind. Peekaboo, look behind you! Look behind you! Oh, Devil 85 takes him out. That's a flank gone for Dynamight. Which means Cube can now take this opportunity and flank around Bro Montana and take the city. This might be the turnaround, Sean.
This might be the turnaround. Yeah, looks decent enough for Cube so far. If they can, you know, hold it together for a little while.
Oh, pushing strong here.
So, some folks in the chat calling Zerba holy man in the cage. Please honor me with your Gaijila given power and let me win the BF 109. Oh god, now they're praying to him. Okay.
I think Zerba is Illuminati confirmed. Or at least Gaiji Illuminati confirmed. That's a new term. Hashtag Gaiji Illuminati.
No, he's half Gaijila. He's blessed by Gaijila, so he's half snail, half man. That's the thing.
Makes him a very, very slimy man.
does. Got a shell and all, you know, so. Okay.
Oh. Well, he must pay attention to not go to France ever then.
No. He doesn't ever go there.
Oh, Flying Sofa just got taken out by a balloon! Sofa, what are you doing?
What? Seriously? Oh my god. No, I did not expect that from Flying Sofa. It's actually a very good pilot, from what I've seen. And this is official, guys. This is the first time in the Thunder League that somebody dies from a balloon.
Not the first time. We've seen it before. We've seen it before.
Really?
Once before.
Okay.
Watching one of these esports players crash into a balloon is like watching a unicorn. It's very rare.
Very rare.
Very rare.
It's like watching a team kill here. Yeah, also very rare. And yeah, well, I apologize for that then, but this is the first time I saw it on Thunder League, and I've seen most of the matches. So yeah, looks like I wasn't commentating on a certain one where that happened, but still, yeah, it's a very rare occurrence. Now, Dynamight got pushed back there, but just a tiny little bit. Cube, they're not really consolidating just yet, and they need to cap that alpha. I mean, they need the ticket bleed because the timer, it's minute 8 now.
Now, Cube might actually have a chance here. Both teams are sort of even when it comes to deaths. Actually, Dynamite just lost another player. They now are down Peekaboo, Bro Montana, and Razor. Those 3 players are out of this match, which means Cube has a numbers advantage here. They might actually turn this around.
They might.
Now, Kalmeski is the only one in a position to defend that A flag, but Cube can very, very easily capture this A flag as long as they can take out Devil and Nervash. Now, Haruspice and Wako are trying to flank around, but it's kind of not easy. Nervash is in a perfect position here, just covered by multiple houses. Devil at the same time as well. He can just hold that line of sight.
It's very true, but then again, it's now it's 4-on-4. It was 5-on-4 just now. Can still go. 3-on-4. Could still go either way. Dynamite got 3 vehicles left. One of them is a bomber. So only 2 tanks left on the ground. Tanarovsky coming in with SM79B, the favorite flying grocery store. You know what? I have an alternative name for this thing. You know what it is?
What is it?
The greenhouse. Seriously, just look at this thing. You could be growing, I don't know, tomatoes in there.
Well, that would actually not be a bad thing, because the SM79 is originally an Italian aircraft. And no, the Italians love the tomato.
Oh, they do, yeah. That's right. Or it could be a spaghetti factory. It's hard to say. But yeah, this is...
Why not both? The flying spaghetti machine.
Yeah, whatever it is, it definitely does not look much of a plane, and just, yeah, looks like a greenhouse. Now, Tanarovsky, what did you do? Did he drop any bombs? Because I didn't really... He
did not. He just said a flyover. I think he might not have the correct angle of approach here, given that there are still many barrage balloons in the air, and you know how big that thing is. You have to definitely watch out for barrage balloons. Those are some of your biggest enemies in such a big and slow aircraft. Now he's coming back, and he still did not drop... Oh! He did drop bombs, or did he not?
Yeah, he did, but he didn't hit anything. That was a miss. Total
yeah,
miss.
Haruspice moved out of the way now. Oh! Devil-O takes out Wako, which... Oh, look at that. Look at Nervash trying to run away. Nervash trying to get some cover here behind this house to run away from Haruspice. Now, Haruspice, look behind you. Some more bombs dropped on Teleurges and danger close. None of them hit. Haruspice is about to be taken out from 2 flanks. 785 takes a shot. Haruspice still survives. Nervash comes in from behind and... Oh, shot inside of the turret. He's alive though. Haruspice just got detracked, but he's in a good position here. He made it just... Oh, he just got taken out. Never mind. But Cube is running out of tanks here. Cube is running out of tanks. Oh,
Ataluidi's the only active player left for Cube. Tiger E, come on, America, you can do it.
This is bad. This is bad. The Cube now only has 2 players left. Dynamite just turned this completely around in space of 1 minute. It seems like they're going for full annihilation yet again. Oh, and they lost the B flag as well. I didn't even notice. Sean.
Yeah.
Camel's Q went around from the beach and took
Oh,
the B flag as well.
check this out. Yeah, I was so just pinned to what was going on in the middle there because it was such a major battle unfolding. But yeah, this is it for Cube, man. This is it.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are seeing a repeat pretty much. Cube is running out of tanks, running out of cap points, and running out of cap zones. This is not looking good. Atelert is now the only player left alive in the Tigery in the middle of the city. He's just about to be flanked from 3 different sides, but nope, Devil takes him out of his misery. 2-0 for Dynamite.
I'm telling you, man, the stats don't lie. When you have two teams with such radically different stats, and you know, it's obvious they're going to perform differently. And one of them is, you know, clearly superior to another, sadly, which is, you know, sadly. But then again, I got to give it to Cube. They're putting up quite a fight.
They definitely just let loose at that last moment. They had a very strong counteroffensive going on. It was just really bad luck that they got taken out one by one. They should have taken that opportunity and moved faster. Try to eliminate Dynamite whilst they still could, before that flying grocery store came in.
That's very true. And, you know, so often we see this, that matches in Thunder League, they come down to aggression. And, I mean, who has more aggression often wins. And sometimes even the best teams lack it for some odd reason. They just, you know, tone it down. And, you know, they get super cautious and then they lose because of that. Sometimes you have to risk. Now, check what GOF did, okay? The Ukrainians, what they did against the Russian arcade just in the previous battle. Totally crazy stuff. No more than 4 aircraft every battle of the match. And they've won. Okay.
You know, for a team that says they are primarily tankers, that was a lot of aircraft for them.
Yeah, well, that's true. No, well, GOF got some of the best pilots as well. You know, they're good. But yeah, they claim that they're primarily tankers, and that was nuts. Definitely not Arcade was what was expecting from them. You know.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, this might be your last chance to win something in the giveaway. This might just be the last match today. Dynamite is currently leading 2-0 against Cube, which means they only have to win the next match and they get those 3 amazing points. Now, if you want to win in the giveaway, you have to make sure that you go to Warthunder.pro, click on the streams page, and be logged in with your in-game account. You can pause the stream and you can go back to Twitch and chat with us, but you have to keep the tab open.
That's correct.
Now, the prizes you can win in these giveaways are Silverline boosters, research points, 3 days of premium account, 100 gold needles, and one of the unique following vehicles. We have B49 E7s, which are premium, M24 Chevy with APCR rounds, which are not premium but are still very awesome. You have the P51A Mustang, which apparently is a premium as well. You have the Panther T5, also nicknamed by the chat as the Panther Television, which is a Russian premium version of the Panther in the German tech tree. And finally, we have the RBT5, which I dream about that thing, man. Every night, I dream about it. I prayed to Mighty Godzilla to get it, but I never get it.
I played a couple of battles with it. What I can say is it's actually a very hard tank to use, right? Because of these, there are only 2 rockets. Okay, and they arc so hard. Oh god, they arc hard. They're actually easier to use at long range than at close range, because when you're trying to hit something within 50 meters, you got to be basically aiming at the ground to hit anything, and it's really hard to predict where that rocket's going to go. Not very accurate, and not as powerful as you might think it is.
Well, it all depends on hitting, really, because I've seen gameplay before. If you can take that thing into a high-tier RB match and flank around, because keep in mind, the RBT5 is a very, very fast tank, and given that it has such a thin armor, even if they shoot at you with APHE shell, it's just going to penetrate straight through and not explode, which means you can actually survive some shots. So as long as you can flank around and catch a mouse from behind, you can one-shot a mouse with those rockets.
Okay, guys, one last chance. Well, at least for these next 10 minutes. To win stuff in giveaways that we're doing very, very often now. Make sure you're logged in at Warthunder.pro and have the streams page open there, okay? Now, keep your eyes peeled for the bottom of the screen. This is where we're running a news ticker that is gonna give you every name of every winner in this particular giveaway. We're gonna have more, probably. So stay tuned. Make sure you're logged in at Warthunder.pro with your in-game account. Okay, now
we are back on Poland. Dynamite's home turf yet again.
You know how
Cube.
this is gonna end, man. Oh my God, Cube, you guys are sorry. You guys are in trouble. You know. If I could be more honest, I'd say you guys are doomed, but yeah, I'm just gonna pretend I didn't say that and gonna be politically correct about this.
Oh, Jimmy just takes out. Oh no!
Tanarovsky, good stuff, takes out Devil, and Jimmy Jess at the same time takes out Danger Close, and so the entire Bravo assault force of Cube is dead and gone.
That was one hell of a coordinated attack. And not only that, they are taking out the Air Force of Cube as well. But already down, three respawns.
To be fair though, Jimmy Jazz killed. Oh no, I'm sorry. Oh man, they're killing them so fast.
They're falling apart.
Teloides killed Razor though, yeah, but still, Peekaboo of Dynamite, he's alive to capture Bravo, and for Cube, there's nobody there. But Cube are getting alpha, man. They're getting alpha.
They are getting alpha, but how much is it going to help them if they can't capture B? And they still don't have anybody going for C either, so they can hold alpha, but one flag around alone is not going to help them out. And that's if they even survive long enough for them to lose to capture boys. Because look at this, we are less than 3 minutes into the game, and Cube is already down 5 respawns. You heard it right, 5. They cannot afford to lose any more tanks.
Yeah, that was a quick massacre, all right, carried out by Dynamite of Poland. Now, Cube, what are you guys gonna do? Cryfall, last guy standing in Alpha, but then again, he was the only guy there. To begin with, Hairspice is there just off Cryfall, trying to stave off the inevitable assault of Norvush in the T-44. Devil coming in to reinforce Camel. Camel's facing off against Cryfall in the middle of Alpha. Peekaboo and Razor coming in strong to capture Bravo for Dynamite. And looks like Cube are also going for Charlie, surprisingly bringing in 2 tanks. That's Comet Cat in the T-44 and Danger Close in the Tiger E. Not often we see this. Normally it's just, you know, it's a single tank, and most likely an Ostwind coming in to capture Charlie, but they're going there strong. You see, they don't want to get pushed out of the town the way they did get pushed out last time they fought here against Dynamite. What do you think?
But is it enough though? They just lost A, so which means they're now going for they only have the C flag. Dynamite has the classic chokehold of both B and A. I'm not going to say it's impossible, but Cube is going to have to display some dislike gameplay if they want to win this one.
It's damn hard. Yeah, it's not impossible. We've seen it happen before, actually. We've seen you know, teams take over Alpha while getting pummeled at from Bravo, but you will suffer heavy losses. Heavy losses doing that.
Now Cube is already down 1 player. Cryfall has no respawn left. Oh, but they just took out the Devil from the Dynamite team, which means Dynamite is also down 1 player. They're still on even numbers here, and they have to keep that up. If Cube loses any more tanks, it's going to be a domino effect yet again. The more tanks you lose, the more tanks you are going to lose. You cannot afford to lose players.
Now remember this, folks. I mean, it is important to be capturing points and, you know, starting the ticket bleed on your opponents, but it's also important to not to suffer too serious losses because, okay, you capture something and you're down to one heavily damaged tank. You're not going to hold it for long. So, you know, if you're taking something, you got to make sure that you have enough force left there, enough assets on the ground around it to actually hold it and, you know, make good on it.
Oh no, oh, Artiliotis was going for the offensive on A, but he got taken out by Tunarovsky with an amazing flyby right through the middle of these houses. But it seems, oh! Comic Cat also got taken out as Jimmy Jesters crashed into the house with a low flyby. But that means that Devil 85 is now the only player in any position to take this A flag. But he has to cross this little bit of open ground and expose himself to Peekaboo and Razor on the other side on the B cap. They had a strong offensive going on, but that airstrike from Dynamight just completely halted their momentum and their advance. This is not looking good for Cube. This is not looking good for Cube. They are now down 3 players. Sean, what did it tell you about domino effects? They now don't have enough players left. They just don't have enough players left to create any flanking lines here.
Yes, that is correct. Ticket Bleed hitting them hard already, even though it's only 7th minute so far. Devil of Cube, and it's pretty close to Alpha, but there's no way in hell he's gonna cross that gap because he's getting he's gonna get shot by Peekaboo in the Panzer 470 and Razor in T25 sitting strong on Bravo there.
Now, Haru's Spice in T3485 is apparently trying to guard his own flag, which is a very smart move. It seems like, yep, Danger Close made it into the A flag.
Yep, yeah, very cautiously. Good thinking on Danger Close's part. Good.
So here's the thing. Alright, Cube can still win this game. Asterisk on the can. All they have to do is hold these flags for long enough and not lose any more tanks. But if they lose a single tank in the next 5 minutes, it's going to be very hard for them to hold this. Although I gotta say, Dynamight are not looking too well themselves. They already lost two players. They are now down to, well, Peekaboo still has 1 respawn left, but everyone else also expanded their respawn, which means Dynamight can't really afford to lose tanks either. So it's going to come down to who kills who first. But oh no! Jimmy just took out Devil 85, which means that's 1 less player for Cube. Cube's now down to 3 players. This is not looking good, Sean. This is not looking good.
Definitely so. Oh well. They turned the ticket bleed around, but they've lost so many vehicles, down to just 3 active machines on the ground. Oh my god, the crazy cage snail man is back at it. He's pressing the button hard. Because, you know, looks like this is going to be the last giveaway of tonight.
It is. This is the last giveaway for tonight. So I'm not even going to tell you how you can participate in giveaways because it's too late. You should have come before. Shame on you.
But for tomorrow, make sure you're logged in at Warthunder.pro and have the streams section of the site open at all times in your browser. Could be in a separate tab. You can be watching us on Twitch and you use the chat there. You can pop the chat out on Twitch and, you know, watch us on Streams page. Whichever way you like it, it doesn't matter. It's gonna work. You know, as long as you got your in-game account logged in at Warthunder.pro.
Now the situation on the ground is still very, well, kind of just stalemate here. We are flying Sophie in the office.
Check Nervish coming up behind Danger Close. Nervish.
But Haru Spice is in the way. If Nervish crosses this little hole, oh, but Danger Close got taken out, which means Cube is now down to 2 tanks. And one of them is an Ostwind. We've seen some MVP Ost win plays before, but yeah, it's still just an Ostwind. It's still just an Ostwind. And Jimmy Jess is now taking the A flag, which means Cube can't even win by captures anymore. Oh, and Haru Spice got taken out as well. Flying Sofa is now the only player left alive. Flying Sofa in the MVP Ostwind somehow has to take out the entire team of Dynamight, or they are losing this game. And this is going to be bad for them because it means that they stand a very real chance of not making it to the playoffs. Now, given they only have 1 game left, which is against Akai victory, and let's be honest,
Yeah, Kai Victory,
they're probably going to get those points.
they're not winning that battle. No. So
Cube is probably going to win those points, but
there's also Poltergeist. Yeah, so
Indeed.
it's gonna come down to Poltergeist versus Cube
Indeed.
for that spot.
Poltergeist versus
on
their
the
Adler.
playoffs.
Poltergeist is going to play versus their Adler and versus Dislike. Now, I'm not betting my money on Poltergeist winning against Dislike, but they can definitely win against their Adler. So it's honestly just it's not even a battle to see who stays at the top of Thunder League right now. It's a battle to see who even stays in the Thunder League in the first place.
Yeah, it's getting serious now. No more group staging, you know? So we're getting to serious stuff. Playoffs, guys. Playoffs.
Now, Flying Sofa is hugging this house here, and he's doing very well. But oh, Nervous coming from the side. Flying Sofa turned around, and he got taken out. That's an ammo rack.
That's a wipeout.
Ammo burnout. That's a cook-off. You could cook some steaks in there, and Cube is down. Ladies and gentlemen, Dynamite takes the win against Cube. Clean 3-0 win.
That was good, but not as good as the previous battle, Arcade versus GOF. Now that was textbook ownage there, and this was okay, I guess, you know. But I like the previous match so much more.
It hasn't been the best performance we've seen of at least Cube so far. Dynamite has played very well. I mean, that's especially in this last match, that just coordinated airstrikes on the two guys that were going for B. That was beautiful to watch. Absolutely beautiful. And that might have decided this game. Now, ladies and gentlemen, this was the last match for today. We had some exciting battles. Fink versus Poltergeist, with the win going to Fink. We had Arcade versus GOF, where GOF won against Arcade, surprisingly. With aircraft.
Yeah.
Yes, you heard it right. GOF employing aircraft won against Arcade. And finally, we had Dynamite versus Cube, with Dynamite taking a clean 3-0 win. Now, Sean, what are we seeing tomorrow?
Oh, tomorrow. Okay, it's January 3rd. First match is going to be GOF versus Fink. Now, that is actually pretty interesting, seeing how GOF faced off against Arcade and they won flawlessly against them. This is going to be interesting, very interesting. And even though I'm not going to be attending that particular match, it's going to be you and Tim on it. So I think Tim is very excited and maybe a little bit concerned because he's a huge fan of Fink. Now, next match is Dynamite of Poland versus Dislike. Oh my god, I cannot wait for this one. This is going to be nuts.
If you don't know, guys, Sean is just a big fan of the crazy crap that is the Dislike team. Those guys are just absolutely amazing.
Yep, that's right. And finally, we have Cube versus Akai Victory. And that is actually a very decisive battle for Cube tomorrow.
They have to win those points. They have to win against Akai Victory, which means... Here's the thing. If Akai Victory actually manages to pull off the game against Cube, they're going to deny me the joy of having a team that just lost every single game they participated in. Yeah. Because so far, Akai Victory has lost 8 games out of 8 games they played. So, if they lose the next one tomorrow against Cube, they set the world record for the team that has lost the most games in the tournament.
Look, well, seriously, I'm gonna be praying to the almighty Godzilla. I'm gonna sacrifice a lot of cabbages tonight, simply for Akai Victory to win. I want him to win. Seriously, we've been picking on him for so long, and they deserve at least a single victory in Thunder League. They deserve it, and but they're gonna have to earn it. It's not as simple here, okay? I'm gonna be sacrificing some more cabbage to the almighty snail, but Akai Victory, you got to do this. And they played against pretty much every team so far, and they've lost to every single one. Let's hope that maybe against Cube they have a chance. Maybe. It's hard to say. We're gonna have to wait and see. Okay, guys. This has been Day 13 of Thunder League, the biggest and the best War Thunder esports event in the world. Hosting for you tonight was me, Sean Pups RK, and Mike Goes Boom.
Now, don't forget to come back tomorrow the same time at 18 hours CET to watch the first match, which is going to be GOF versus Fink. just a nice little Sunday dispute.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Alright guys, we'll be signing off and we will see you tomorrow. Stay tuned.